All right, this was sent into the channel for a review. It's a cute little hot plate. This is from Sequre, S-E-Q-U-R-E. This is the T55 Smart Mini Constant Temperature Adjustable Preheating Soldering Desoldering Station. Okay, and so it's a hot plate. It's just teeny tiny. So let's take a look at it. It's 55 millimeters, so 55 millimeters, little OLED display in the front. You can set the temperature, you can program things on it and everything. It is powered with USB-C with an intelligent USB-C cable, and it comes with an intelligent charger, a 65 watt job. So the way that this USB-C works, they can communicate with one another, and the thing can say, hey, I want more voltage. So it's not just 5 volts. It actually can output up to 20 volts. And so 20 volts, 5 amps, this thing can give a lot of power. So you need the fancy charger to use these things, all right? Let's take a look at the specifications. Working temperature 50C to 280C, up to 25 volts, but this thing seems to only be able to output 20 volts. 20 volt supply, greater than 3 amps, USB-C. So there you go. So it is teeny tiny. I did a video once. I'll see if I can remember to link it down below on how to do surface mount. And one of the ways you can do it was with a hot plate. And I showed it with a big giant hot plate. But here's a tiny little one. So we can go ahead and see if we can use this for soldering and desoldering. So making a new board and reworking an old board. And so I'll try to demonstrate that here. All right, so I have a little board here loaded with some resistors and LEDs. So we'll turn our device on, and he is now warming up. So we'll put our little board on the plate here and wait. So let me set my watch. See how long this is going to take. I just turned it on. So one of the nice things about soldering this way is that you will bring everything up to temperature slowly, which means that you won't have any hot spots or anything, and things will settle and the flux will do its job. You don't want to shock surface mount. You don't want to zap it immediately. You want to kind of bake it in, and there's a profile that you generally can use. If you take a look at SMD profiles, it comes up to temperature over several minutes, and then you hold it at particular temperature maybe for 30 seconds, then you bring it back down again, something like that. So right away I noticed that I'm getting smoke off of the resin. I mean the solder flux. So I'm starting to smoke now around 218 degrees C. Oh, there it goes. It's starting to flow now. Everybody's flowing. And yeah, I'm not going to have to go up to the temperature all the way. That looks pretty good right there. Everything has kind of settled in. I'll turn it off now, and we'll just let it cool down as it is. So that was pretty easy. I do like this method for boards that you would like to watch. You put it in the oven and close the door. You don't really get to see anything, but sometimes it's better to watch it as it goes. I do seem to have one LED that's a little bit crooked, but he'll work fine. Maybe the one next door to him too is a little bit crooked too. So we're only at about 2 minutes, so that was actually quite quick to do. All right, we can probably just pick this up off the plate. Do not touch the plate. It's going to be toasty. Everything looks pretty good. Yeah, these two LEDs kind of towards the center aren't exactly centered, but they will work just fine. All right, let's give this thing a test. It should be common cathode, so we should be able to put one connection on the edge here, and then the others will light it up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8. Uh-oh. Now it's not working. Oh, interesting. I'll have to take a look at that last one. It's not lighting up. I don't know what went wrong on that one. Yeah, let's take a look. Okay, so there is just a little bit of soldering that didn't flow on the resistor, and so we'll have to touch that up. That'll just take a second. All right, I should just be able to touch it with the soldering iron and be done with it. There we go. That's all it took, and now it looks just as pretty as all the other ones. So we can come back to our test here. And yes, indeed, the last one still does not work. What did I do? All right. Okay, we have an LED that seems to be dead. All right. So this is another good use for these things, is rework. Okay, so we are going to bring this up to temperature, and then we should be able to reach in and remove that one component. So let's see how we do here. I think that's usually the use case for these little hot plates, is for rework, removing a component, especially one that has a lot of heatsink vias or multiple pins and stuff, where it's really hard to do unless you get everything up to temperature. So this one should be pretty easy since it's just one little part. Okay, 218 should be very quick now. There we go. I removed that one, and we should be able to grab another one. All right, I'm going to put a little more. Solder on the pad here. A little bit of solder on that pad. Grab the LED. Put it in place. All right, put it back on the plate. Turn the plate on. All right, let's see if this works. See if we can successfully replace a part. That looks good right there. Looks good right there. I'm going to turn it off. And we'll take it off the hot plate. All right. And let's do a quick test on it. Make sure the LED is good. LED is good. Okay, and then I can go through the resistor. The resistor is good. There we go. And we got all of them working now. Okay, so I think that's a great demonstration using this little hot plate. I was able to bring up the temperature, I was able to remove a part, I was able to put a new part on, bring it back up to temperature, reflow it again. So I think a little plate like this can come in real handy. Now, of course, it is size limited. It's 55 millimeters by 55 millimeters. So, you know, you're kind of stuck there. You might be able to move a bigger board sort of around and do it piecemeal, but I don't really think so. I think it's just for small boards, which is, I think its use case is for cell phone repair and stuff, where all the boards are very, very small, and you don't need a big hot plate. You just can use a small one. So yeah, there we go. I think it can come in handy. All right, there you go. That was my review of the Sequre T55 Smart Mini Constant Temperature Adjustable Preheating Soldering Station, otherwise known as the hot plate.